Have you ever wondered how nature sculpts its masterpieces? Imagine towering limestone pillars carved by the relentless ocean. Welcome to the world of the 12 Apostles, majestic limestone stacks standing off the coast of Victoria, Australia. These formations, crafted by the hands of time and the force of the Southern Ocean, rise dramatically from the sea, creating a breathtaking spectacle that draws visitors from around the globe. The 12 Apostles are not just a stunning visual feast. They are a testament to the power of natural forces. Over millions of years, the ocean waves have eroded the softer limestone, leaving behind these hardy pillars that reach up to heights of nearly 50 meters. As the sun dips below the horizon, their golden hues set the ocean alight, making sunset a photographer's dream and a prime time for visitors. These stone giants hold secrets millions of years old, beckoning us to uncover them. The tale of the 12 Apostles begins about 10 to 20 million years ago. Picture the world back then. Continents were on the move, and the landscape we now know as the southern coast of Australia was vastly different. The story of these majestic limestone stacks starts with the violent and beautiful forces of nature. It was the Southern Ocean's relentless waves that first carved out the cliffs along the coast of what is now Victoria. These cliffs were made of soft limestone, deposited millions of years prior. Limestone, primarily composed of skeletal fragments from marine organisms such as coral and mollusks, tells its own ancient marine story. As the ocean advanced and retreated over the ages, it eroded the base of the cliffs. The constant battering by water, aided by the wind which carried sand and other erosive particles, gradually sculpted the rock. This process is known as erosion, a powerful and persistent sculptor, shaping the coastline into caves and eventually arches as parts of the cliffs became hollowed out. Over time, these arches became unstable and collapsed, leaving behind isolated stacks of limestone. These formations, standing tall and solitary, are what we now gaze upon and recognize as the 12 Apostles. Interestingly, despite their name, there were never exactly 12. The name is more a poetic reflection of their majestic and enigmatic presence. Erosion didn't stop with the birth of these apostles. It continues even today, slowly chiseling away at the stacks, each wave and gust of wind continuing to sculpt and reshape. This natural process highlights the transient beauty of the apostles, reminding us that what we see today is not what was nor what will be. Through millennia, nature's artistry has been at work, sculpting what we now admire as the 12 Apostles. Change is the only constant in the natural world. As waves relentlessly crash against their bases, the 12 Apostles, those iconic limestone stacks off Australia's southern coast, are gradually sculpted and reshaped. This natural spectacle is not just about creation, but also about destruction. Erosion is an incessant force here. The wind, waves, and rain all conspire to carve these giants, turning solid rock into sand over millennia. The 12 Apostles are, in fact, remnants of continuous erosion processes that have been shaping the coastline for millions of years. Each stack tells a story of resistance against the relentless forces of nature. Perhaps the most dramatic episode in recent history was in July 2005, when one of the beloved stacks succumbed to these natural forces and collapsed into the ocean. This event served as a poignant reminder that the Apostles are not permanent fixtures, but are instead transient natural sculptures, continually being molded by the elements. This cycle of erosion and collapse is central to the life cycle of the 12 Apostles. It highlights the impermanence and the constant state of change that defines our natural environment. With each stack that falls, space is made for potential new formations, continuing the legacy of this dynamic landscape. Each collapse is a reminder of the dynamic and ever-changing nature of our planet. As we witness these majestic structures evolve, they teach us about the power and persistence of nature and the beauty of letting go, making way for the new. Beyond their visual spectacle, the 12 Apostles are a crucible of life. Nestled along the dramatic coastline, this iconic landmark is surrounded by a vibrant ecosystem teeming with diversity. The rugged cliffs and turbulent waters of the Southern Ocean create an environment that is as challenging as it is nurturing. Here, the interplay of land and sea fosters a unique blend of flora and fauna. From the sprawling seabeds to the windswept heights, each layer of this ecological tapestry plays a pivotal role. Diving into the marine environments, the waters around the 12 Apostles are a haven for a myriad of marine species. The kelp forests, undulating with the ocean currents, are not just underwater spectacles but vital habitats. They provide shelter and food for species such as the Australian fur seal, known for their playful antics, and the shy, weedy sea dragon, a creature as mystical as the folklore surrounding this region. Above the water's surface, the cliffs serve as prime real estate for various bird species. The air is often filled with the raucous calls of the Australian gannet and the sharp-eyed peregrine falcon. These birds, masters of the sky, thrive on the abundance the ocean provides and contribute to the maintenance of this delicate ecosystem by controlling the fish population and dispersing seeds. The coastal vegetation, though often battered by the salty winds, is resilient. Unique plant species like the coast beard heath and the austral sea blight not only stabilize the sandy soils, but also provide critical habitats for terrestrial wildlife. This plant life, adapted to the harsh conditions, is a testament to the tenacity of nature. Conservation efforts here are vital. They ensure the protection of these habitats from the pressures of pollution, climate change, and human interference. Each effort helps maintain the ecological balance, allowing this area to thrive and continue supporting the diverse species that call it home. This ecological tapestry not only adds to the beauty of the 12 Apostles, but also plays a crucial role in the environmental balance. For thousands of years, this landscape has held significance for humans. Long before the 12 Apostles were photographed for glossy travel brochures, they stood as silent witnesses to the rich tapestry of indigenous cultures. The local tribes, such as the Gunditjmara, have had a deep connection with this land, woven through their stories and traditions. These towering limestone figures were not just remarkable natural formations, but also sacred cultural symbols, embodying the spirits of their ancestors and the timeless dance of earth and water. As the sails of the first European explorers appeared on the horizon, the significance of these stone giants took on new dimensions. To these newcomers, the apostles symbolized the rugged, uncharted territories of a new world. Over time, what was once a remote and daunting coastline became a beacon for settlers, each drawn by the promise of discovery and new beginnings. In the modern era, the 12 Apostles have transcended their geographical and cultural origins to become icons of Australian tourism and identity. Captured in countless photographs and featured in travel documentaries worldwide, they invite global audiences to marvel at their grandeur. These formations serve not just as breathtaking backdrops, but as poignant reminders of Australia's layered history. From ancient stories to modern postcards, the 12 Apostles bridge the past with the present. With great beauty comes great responsibility. The 12 Apostles, these towering limestone pillars off the coast of Victoria, are not just a breathtaking sight, they're a testimony to the relentless forces of nature. Yet, as resilient as they appear, they face significant threats. The influx of tourists eager to capture their splendor places immense pressure on the surrounding environment. Paths erode and native vegetation suffers under the weight of thousands of visitors each year. Climate change poses an even graver risk, accelerating erosion and altering the marine conditions that sculpt these natural sculptures. Rising sea levels and increased storm intensity threaten to swallow what the ocean hasn't already claimed. In response, various initiatives have been launched to protect these geological icons. Restrictions on visitor numbers, guided paths to minimize environmental impact, and ongoing scientific research to monitor changes are all part of a concerted effort to preserve this site. Safeguarding this marvel ensures that future generations can also stand in awe of these magnificent formations. So what have these towering limestone pillars taught us? Through our journey, we've uncovered that the 12 Apostles are not just spectacular natural sculptures, but a storyboard of Earth's dynamic history. These limestone pillars, carved by the relentless forces of wind and water, stand as testament to the geological processes that shape our planet. Their ecological significance cannot be overstated. Each formation hosts a unique blend of marine and terrestrial life, creating a tapestry of biodiversity. From the nests of seabirds on their rugged tops to the complex ecosystems beneath the waves, the Apostles support life in myriad forms. Culturally, these majestic structures bridge the past and present, narrating stories of the indigenous peoples and the awe they inspire in all who visit. They remind us of our place in nature's grand narrative, Efforts to conserve the 12 apostles highlight our responsibility to protect these natural wonders for future generations, ensuring they continue to inspire and teach. As we marvel at the 12 apostles, we are reminded of the enduring power and mystery of our natural world.